Very well. Let's play an ant farm. Actually been leaning hard into being chilly. So what I'd like is all the toys to play with. So you pick your rock. We'll get to what the rock means later, but we played this years ago, for a bit. There's standard planet, saltwater planet, cold, wood, more wood, hot, nothing, more hot, and nothing? Some seem like the same. We're gonna do cold, and I want geoactive for sure. We'll see what else is there. That's already what the thing says. I want to play with things. Give me geoactive. I want the cold so that the volcano might not be fair for that. Geoactive and more ice. Well, I could just pick. Maybe there is a way to do that. I don't have any DLC. Each Geo Geyser event is another thing to play with, another toy, another thing to build around. Yeah, that's fine. And then you get to pick your first 3 people. I like to have a builder, a researcher, and I want my builder to also like digging. Yeah, there you go. Eats a lot. That's okay with me. There you go. Enjoy your strawberry jelly outfit. I like my nerd to also... Yeah, it was a job for a nerd, except that doesn't match up, alright. Nerds that can't cook. These are things they have affinities for. These are special traits. A nerd who also cooks and can be a doctor. That's pretty good. I want my suit rarer to also operate. Yeah, there we go. Orb. Just go fast. But here's Mole Man. Got the Dr. Chef. And Speed Racer here. The goal is to go to space. We are inside of an asteroid. We have things around us. There's some oxygen here. The name of the game is Oxygen Not Included. We have to make our own oxygen, or find our own oxygen. The priority system for telling your ants to do things. No one attack, unless I allow you to. Everyone do life support. Toggling. No one doctor. You can doctor. No one cooks but the cook. No one decorates. No one nerds but the nerd. On farms or ranches but the farmers. And there we go. I also want to tell them to choose the closest one. Start now. Well, your perk was starting with the skill already. Go ahead and put your hat on. In here, 70 degrees, out there 50, and getting colder. Negative 30 over there. Build some outhouses, that's important. Let your people do their business. I'm familiar with the majority of the early and mid game, I guess. All food goes in here at high priority. Let's get a bathroom set up. Let's get some beds. The little people here, they They do good jobs. They work hard. This is going to be very temporary. Alright, we'll set up a little hamster wheel to power this battery to be able to run an oxygen diffuser. Hello, Demon Wisp. Welcome. Welcome to Cold Zone. Chilly out here. We're looking at just a little, like, just the basics. How big do I... Question every time, how big do I want the base? Be very different on Cold Zone. We'll start with the south, go from there. Look at him go. Just now, about 10 minutes overall. I've put a good, like, I don't know, 40 hours into this. Many years ago, I picked it back up recently and remembered how much fun it was. Put dirt here. Science takes dirt. This oxygen diffuser takes algae. And water. And water? Just algae. Algae and power. There's a lot that can go wrong here on Cold Planet. Where our ocean of water is actually above us. Usually my deployments don't have it up. Let's decide how big we want this base to be. Three, 4, 3, 4. We'll do 4, and this'll be Yeah, we'll have this be the bottom, the water reservoir. But just carve a tube. I can punch a hole up here and let it just kind of fall into the right place. Super hard digging already. Oh, the abyssal is right there. Well, that'll be dirt for some time. That's fine. I have not made it to I have not made it to oil. I may have years ago when I played this. It is COVID was a very different time. But I like them to be. I like my sections to be 4 by 3 by 4. There's only 3 of them. We'll see how many people end up on the queue. You can just make another schedule so that someone's always working at all times. I'll put 3 on each. There we go. I could sync up the downtime if I needed to. Alright, let's research. Important thing to research. A place to toss the poop from the outhouse. That makes sense. That's productive. They do like to be social. In fact, I could even toss one of each of these over here. That does allow you to have far less showers and far less toilets. I don't think beds can be assigned to public. No, everyone claims a bed. Put the potatoes in this box too. All potatoes go here. We'll come in here. I will prioritize digging this ladder. Then the floor. I probably should punch a hole in this one first, actually. There's a lot less water here. Oh, hey, blueprints. This is new since the last time I played. It just seems to be cosmetic things that randomly pop up. It is important to have a good supply of piss. So by closing doors off, that stops animals from getting through. This kind of door doesn't stop like liquid or air. But if we go to the room overlay, making rooms makes them happier. And happy duplicants here, happy dupes, are good dupes. Imagine piss would have a... Imagine the chemicals in it. The piss would actually be more difficult to boil, right? And to freeze. Oh, give me the data. Takes a lot more to freeze. Takes a lot of cold to freeze piss. A little bit more to boil it. We're not going to have a problem freezing our piss here in 19-degree hell here. See him holding his breath. Down here is nothing but carbon dioxide. Our duplicants inhale oxygen, they exhale carbon dioxide, and that's poison gas. Have you played on Cold Planet? Once this is done as much as possible, we're gonna punch a hole in this. Just let it drain this way. In fact, don't make that. That's a room. Nature reserve. You have to have wild plants. And I am American, so I'm playing with the more wild, weird system of Fahrenheit because these numbers make more sense to me. I know that if it's 60 degrees outside, I need a light jacket and some jeans. If it is 50 degrees outside, I need a coat. If it's negative 30 outside, I'm not going outside. That is way too cold. Water freezes at 32. Well, this game really showcases how much more effective Celsius is at portraying information. Alright, let's put the... So we have this compost heap. Actually, I think I did this 3, 4, 3. This was supposed to be 4. These are all in the wrong spot. That's fine. We'll make it do. This will be 4. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to put our piles of poop right here. This is where the poop goes. I'm going to wait to puncture the poop until they build this so I can get the water out. And every 3 days, every day is like 10 minutes. Speeding it up by going medium speed here. Every 3 days, you get to print something. Fabulous prizes. You get 4 options, or you can just say nothing. I haven't come across a situation where I wouldn't want something. I can get some beautiful flowers. I can get some granola bars. Or I can get people. That's another part of the game that is in other ones. Other maps could have issues of, say, heat death. This map probably won't have that problem. Cooking and supplying. I already have a chef. However, a rancher. Ranching is powerful. Early bird? Worse at medicine, worse at ranching. Well, never mind. You're out. Rowan, you are fast. Or no, you're strong. But you're not a farmer. So I think we actually just take the granola bars and kick the can down the road of needing to get someone else. We have a good core group of people. We got Speed Racer, we've got Mole Man, and our Dr. Chef. I do really appreciate every game should have the "This is new" button until you look at it. Oh, I didn't even notice that downside. I don't think that downside was in the game last time I played. I'm going to move the pitcher pump to over here. Oh, why we're going to make this is still in the air. I'll figure that out as we go. Let's get some planter boxes down. Oh, I guess I just never came across that downside. I don't know how many seeds we have, but we're going to start right here. Some basic farming. I've never personally built a microbe musher. I'm sure it's helpful. But you find enough potatoes sitting around that you don't really need it, and we just got a ton more granola bars. Do love your jacket. It might be good for building more powerful things later. Oh, I can change your outfits here. Boom. Oh, they don't even, doesn't even wake them up. Nice. Speed Racer's definitely a red shirt. You. I like these things. I love... There's a lot of really good things in this game. A lot of charm. All the animals are very charming. Except for one. I don't like one animal. Oh, very important. I do like that there's... Every time they finish pooping, and they only pee in toilets. They poop here. The toilet paper comes with it. No cloth implied, so they make the toilet paper out of sandstone as well, and that's gotta feel great. Everyone has to tick this bar up. Let's go ahead and just make this top priority to clean. And I love the encyclopedia here. Show me the musher. What can you make? Mush bar. Lice loaf. Oh, I imagine it's good for tofu? You can feed it to your dog. Alright. Alright, I have some... I can have a bean. Alright. Mealwood. Oh, there's one below tofu. Below tofu is... Berry sludge. Complete grain wheat. Make berry sludge. It lasts forever. It makes your tongue feel numb. You can also feed to your dog. Oh, it's like that's the closest we can get of making our own nutrient bars, huh? I don't have anyone who can farm, right? No. So next step is to get a farmer. We need a farmer. That sounds pretty good. When did I do this? What button does this? Tab. Alright, I have punctured this. Now. I don't have a rancher yet, either. I guess anyone could farm to start with. It's only... Hey, someone did it. Apparently this isn't farming. Someone put the seeds in the container. Mealwood is hilarious. I was reading this the other day. This is what made me really want to play the game on stream again. This is a fruit-bearing plant, but we don't eat the fruit. There's parasites that climb onto this thing and appear here and eat the fruit, and that's what we consume. It's great. Consumes dirt, which is everywhere, and the temperature range is pretty wide. We can still... It's still warm enough here that we can get away with growing mealwood. Alright, sorry, Mole Man. You're gonna really hate this. Thought you were cold before. My bad. Oh, you! Hey, you! Oh, you're gonna have a bad day, too. Not the dog. We'll clear that out later. I have noticed over time attributes increase. It makes sense that it's what they do, they get better at. We don't have a way to take advantage of barbecue. Alright, mess table. 1, 2, 3. There we go. You guys can eat your potatoes at the table. Hey, we can now do a... Do we have a... Yeah, Dr. Chef. Let's put the kitchen... Kitchen doesn't need to be tall, so we'll put the kitchen in a 3-wide corridor. I haven't come across anything larger than 2. So let's go space. Dr. Chef does not yet know how to cook. We'll get there. run the power line through the floor so it looks nicer. Hey, stop that. Here, I'm gonna want... Makes sense to have the person handling the food to wash their hands. Okay, which case, one more step in, because I know something else that's coming up later. So that goes there. That goes there. This we're not gonna really need. Egg cracker's good. We're gonna use a ton of this. Alright, they'll get to it. And we might need farming just to take the mealwood out. Big battery, we'll come back to that. We'll need this eventually. May as well go down the line. There's plenty of things for the duplicants to do. And also, yes, prioritize getting in the hamster wheel. Did not build this big enough. Alright, let's figure out how wide this is going to be. Alright, we're not going to... ration bosch is fine, and this is really good for getting rid of early game carbon dioxide, like right there. This consumes water. How big do we want this to be? There is, I've never made it here, but there's private bedrooms. They're 24... Well, we'll see. We drowned our one dog. So, pile 4 tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 24. That's this. Oh. This. 4 tall, 24 size. We'll get backwood tiles eventually. So I'm gonna put the residential area up here. Even bigger. Even bigger? Huge. Alright, so put that there. That goes there when we get to it. Good. So this would be the dimensions of fancy bedroom. I want this to be at 2 wide. This guy is 8. 1 to 1 is 8. One more. That's how wide this column can be. This rust. So this goes out to the rust. Another thing that this cold planet doesn't have to deal with too much is germs. Most germs die at these temperatures. I can ignore a bit of germs. Just kind of dealing with food poisoning, which we'll get to. haven't used this before. What's in the crafting station? It costs nothing. Little costs nothing. You can make oxygen masks. Tell me about oxygen masks. I guess an oxygen mask is like an Atmos suit light? But now that this is built, we can go ahead and get that on the queue. Build our poop. They had time they have this built. Here's that meat. Everything. Everything goes in the box. Speed Racer. Better at machines already. Look at him go. -5 from being cold. Alright, we'll have to do something about that. Alright, Mole Man has learned his first skill. Mole Man can now dig. Even harder. Put on your hat. And you can... I need this to keep doing research, though. Alright, you're next level. I love the science hat. It's so silly. I also want to say germs. Disinfect it when there's 2,000 germs. Let's really, really knock those germs out of existence. The heck is Brackeen? I wish the description was at the top. Salt water for ranching. You want to put salt water in your cooler? Someone went to eat the uncooked meat and then just tossed it on the floor. First step, build the place to put the poop. These are all things that are all just good to have and need them eventually. If you mess up on giving people skills, you can put them in this and I guess they'll lose all their skills. You can reassign it. I'd hope they don't lose it, it just unassigns it. Alright, Speed Racer. Get strong. Alright, Printing Pod, we're counting on you to be a hero. Give us someone good. We need farmer, a rancher, and an operator. Getting their feet wet makes them very sad. All the art in this is really good. All very charming. Alright, so I'm gonna want the east wing to be as wide as the west wing. Oh, Misty. So 15 in total. A decorator, a farmer, a rancher, and an operator. Who's really good at farming. Good build. Unfortunate that the farmer is allergic to plants. Can't doctor. That's fine. Welcome. And you, as the first new person, get to go on your own schedule. Learn to farm, and off you go. You're instantly really good at farming. Your priorities will be farming, ranching. I don't know how many of these mealwood we need to feed 4 dupes, but if we get the kitchen online, it won't really matter. When are we getting the kitchen online, Dr. Chef? 4,000 experience away. Well, welcome back. We got ourselves a new member, Farmer Fred. Farmer Fred, who loves to farm and ranch and operate everything we need in one person. Farmer Fred does not like doing doctoring, and that's fine. Farmer Fred is allergic to the plants he's going to be cultivating, but that's a good story. You're not going to let the fact that you're allergic to your passion slow you down. This is a champion right here. Guess I can tell you to also prioritize operating. Floral scent. It doesn't tell me what plants do that. Mealwood, do you do floral scent? Oh, we'll figure it out. We can't build up until we make some more room in here. A very early game issue of I have too much water. Don't know how tall my base will end up being, but this is how wide it's gonna be. Bristle, Blossom, and Buddy Bud. Buddy Bud! Oh, I love that. I don't know what a Buddy Bud is. Go right for ranching. Next priority. Build the kitchen. Next priority. Build science. So an actual sink, we can now make a real toilet. Bathroom can be here. This is fine. Bathroom. Bathroom. This will be a huge bathroom. How big is the center compared to the others? 16. This ended up being... That's the same. I like the bathroom being centrally located. In fact, it should be near the residential area. This could become the bathroom. I don't want someone who's not good at it doing it. Leave the jobs for those who know what's up. I've also not yet had to use this. The tombstone. I'm sure we'll get there. Interesting. Collapsed. Fred! Dig your way out, guys. Ah! Fred's head! I do know is that it needs to set what direction. I want people washing their hands as they... I want the cook washing his hands as he goes into the kitchen. I need to burrow a bit so that the chef doesn't have to hold his breath. Alright, so toilets. Maybe 3 to 4 people on a shift, so probably no more than 3 people on a shift. Oh, that makes sense. That's cool. Just earmark this stuff for later. They're busy doing other things. Alright, so top priority, toss the poop in the compost pile. Oh, okay, that's neat. I didn't know that. That's some really powerful priority systems happening. Armor Fred, keeping the proverbial lights on. That'll release more carbon dioxide, and that doesn't help. Oh, the mute microphone button is reducing the speed. All right. I haven't found a use for CO2 yet, except for being poisoned. Everything I do seems to make more of it. Burrowing out to here will be pretty helpful. Grab this stuff. Hey, bugs. This is how we do the research. Bird. Carbon dioxide can be makes oil and be used to make food? Oh, those are advanced techs we haven't reached yet. One thing I noticed before, if I tag this now before we have discovered piss, when piss is discovered, it will auto-tag piss, and they will start dumping piss into the drinking reservoir. Ooh, mushrooms. That's a pretty common thing to print, is a bunch of mushroom. This should be 4 tall anyway. All of this should come down one. Yeah. Not there. You come here. Drop that. Oh no. Like you made it go way too high or way too low? Because I was having an issue before of way too high. There was like 4 kilograms of carbon dioxide as the miasma took over my base. Master Chef still isn't there yet. Still have a few thousand to go. And so far we have... Oh, build this door, please. Thank you. Didn't even have to ask. There he goes. There, now we have a mess hall. Battery is not industrial machinery, apparently. If I put down a decoration... I don't have any decorations yet. Oh, no breath. I don't want to do that yet. They will dig out the sand. Alright, now we have discovered piss, so I can tag this to be water. I'm gonna make the same reservoir on the other side, but for our sewage. Nice. 15 total. Out to here. I look forward to all the exciting possibilities that this new planet could offer. Alright. Then, we don't have to worry about refrigerating our food too much. Not just yet. The planet's doing that for us. Grab a bunch of really good things. This goes here. Yeah, let's burrow up here. Let's get this popped open. I'd also tell them, go ahead, bring all these plants into the fold. These are mine now. Grab every potato you find. Cooking it up, I guess, would help. Alright, for the toilets, you wash your hands as you leave. That makes sense. Take care. See you when you return. We could lance some of this water. It'll fall in the right spot. Then again, we should lance this first. You pop this open, please. See how much we actually have full. Slide, I want you. Are you stuck? Get over here. You are stuck. Mole man, how did you do this? Build that. He's fine. A little sensitive, fella. I haven't used any of these, the critter pickups, critter drop-offs. I haven't found use for that yet. Alright, we have a rancher. We have a farmer, we have a rancher, we have a doctor, we have an operator. Take that bug. We'd be looking for more builders. We're always in need of builders. And tidiers, I guess. Yeah, we could use a janitor. Filters, pretty important. So all meal you find, pickle it. All berries you find, gristle it. All barbecue. All meat you find, cook it. Hey, another dog. Good. Friendly dog. 2 dogs. There's some stank oxygen around here somewhere. And this will be the southern end of the base. This is where the base ends. Really will not just stick to a line. Oh, come on. Alright, so what's next? Get that going. Means we're gonna need to get this going. A priority of not letting them dig themselves into a grave. Build the surrounding structure first, and in fact, build the escape route first. Come back to that later. Alright, so in a couple days, hopefully they'll give us either a janitor or a builder. These four will have a lot of this handled on their own. A rotten nosh bean. Alright, so we've gotten one thing I really like. The liquid reservoir right here. That'll help me buffer a lot of water. There we go. So we got some spiffy overalls. Give that to our farmer. And now we can chef. Get this piss away. When this is made, maybe we'll have enough space to lance some of this water. Only this much will fall through. Start with. We need builders. We need lots of builders. Oh man, it's getting stressed out. Building in the reservoir is a little stressful. They can hold quite a bit of water. If each one of these is one, then this is 5 full blocks of water. A few tasks queued up. The dupes have work to do. Alright, that round got us Very important tool. A water sieve. I'll put one right there. And some other things that we're not going to use for quite some time. If at all. Water out. The water goes in. This comes out. The piss goes in here, and then it filters it. And goes on a journey. Your duplicates actually make more piss than the water that this uses. Yeah, it's the flush plus what they pissed in, what they added to it. Which makes sense. I'm gonna put a flower up here. Alright, this is done. Next task, the bathroom. Yeah, learn to build. Oxygen is fine. Plenty of work for this thing to do. In fact, let's put one over here. That gave us basic automation. The air is quite breathable here, just not in the basement. The reservoir, the sewage tank. That makes sense. You wouldn't want to breathe down there. Hey there, friend. Make use of you. But first, I want them built in the bathroom. In a moment of rare mercy, that nothing with the bathroom requires power. Just works. I lied. Build that and this right now. Batteries is, it's producing heat. It's any heat at all here on this really cold planet. Some of the ice is melting, is freezing in the reservoir. These things will happen. Come on, builder. Come on, builder. Come on. Come on, janitor. Builder. Builder over here. Wall bladder. Ant ranch. Doesn't care what he's eating. Perfect. Welcome aboard. Oh, and other people leveled up as well. You now begin ranching. Even faster athletics. 20% more speed. Alright, so he builds, goes on. Second schedule. Builds. We'll be allowed to farm. Mostly I want you building. Or operating. There's a lot to build. Get to work. I do need the power cable hooked up as well. And now that there's a plant in here, this is a great hole. Lots of morale. Don't mind the battery. If I lance this now, it'll fall all the way down, and that's fine. It'll pull at the bottom, it'll 7 degrees down here, it'll freeze down at the bottom. Germ-covered water. Yeah, there's no way to wash your hands in this place. Yeah, it's getting a little nasty. Alright, this is all good. Top priority, refilling the sand. Oh, nope. Almost there. Now that I have... all I need is an injection of some water. Now water should come up into the sink. Shower and toilet. Hey, Paul. DTB was around earlier. Apparently he's playing some GTA San Andreas on his PS2. Yeah, from my understanding, this is like RimWorld, where the game decides time to die. It's a crisis management simulator. This is freezing so much it's entombed this. Right now, our problem is everything is frozen. Including our water is freezing. We'll have to do something about that soon enough. How much coal have we accumulated? 1 ton. There's more here. We're gonna want to set up a main power supply very soon. The wheel is not cutting it. Can't do anything about the water being this cold yet. One at a time before the whole thing freezes. But we got water into the toilets. So they shower, water comes out, water goes back in the sieve. Any water that isn't needed in the pipes will be redirected to the sewage tank. Now that these are functional, I can decommission the poop boxes. Dig this out. 2 more tiles, so it'll be considered a laboratory, and it'll be more efficient. I want to get the ranch going next, but I need to do something about this water. This water is warmer. It would help to warm up the water that's in here. Slant it. I was thinking maybe if I dig this just right, I can get it to pool this way. Or momentarily block this off. Put a wall. No, 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 no! Oh, Mole Man! Alright, hold on. Tear this down. No, 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 come, get out. Mole Man! Alright, Mole Man's on this side of the barrier. Now, everyone. Top priority, build this before Mole Man goes back down there again. Thank you. Then we lance the water into the future apartment complex. Then I'm gonna want all of this stuff. Actually, space heater. It's gonna be important. Yeah, but the water should fall and mostly fall in here. After it lands on their head. And there's oxygen up here. We can kick the can of making more oxygen for a while. So how big can a stable be? 96. Up to here. I want to wrangle these dogs and get them into the fold. Lots of different ways to automate. We'll use some of these later. Gas pumps, they'll be useful later. Oh, you weren't going to sleep, you were could use a full-time operator, I guess. This is going to pour down too. That's fine. I'll leave this open. It overflows a bit, then it turns to ice. Need someone to supremely prioritize keeping power on. Fact, let's prioritize power. I want it to fall this way, so... Next priority, guys. Alright, water tanks are full. Food's looking good. That's a solid beginning to cold base. We're going to come back to this and continue to handle one crisis after the next. Next time. Shiva, me timbers.